good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good to have you with us. It's a beautiful Friday morning here in New Jersey. A little chilly, but still gorgeous. And I'm recording this on Good Friday. It was Monday, Thursday, yesterday, and then Good Friday today. And I was just listening to a devotion, and it was a Good Friday devotion. But they pointed out Psalm 22. And it starts out by saying, it's a Psalm of David. And David says, my God, why have you forsaken me? And I can't, those are the words that Jesus had said to God from the cross. And then the psalm goes on to say, why have you, another way to put it is, why have you abandoned me? Or, the next couple of verses say, why don't you hear me? Why are you so far away from me? And the beauty of Jesus is that we as people get very caught up in our own situations and our own issues. And Jesus has been there. This idea of God abandoning him. I mean, what profound words on the cross, right? And what a still teaching, right? Still teaching, even in his last breath. Still teaching us. By leading by example. We talk about this a lot in our membership. And in our Bible studies, in our devotions, about how Jesus just continues to teach us over and over and over again, because we need to hear these messages over and over and over again, because sometimes we're a little thick-headed. Sometimes our egos get in the way. Sometimes we don't want to hear it, but we know we should hear it. And so this is no different. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why have you abandoned me? Let's just head over here and check out this beautifulness here. But this thought, my God, why have you abandoned me? Why are you so far away from me? How many times have you said that, How many times have you had that prayer in your mouth, spoken, had that prayer in your mind, thought? And how many times do we continue to wrestle with God, right? Wrestle with his decisions versus our decisions. And wrestle with who he is versus what we want him to be, right? How many times have we just gotten so caught up in our own agenda? So how many times have we know the phrase, and yet we still continue to pray it, knowing full well that God never abandons us, and yet we feel like he abandons us. We feel like he's so far away. We feel like the answers are never coming. And that's the lesson from Good Friday and Easter, right? We have this day where we see Jesus hanging on a cross saying, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why have you abandoned me? Why on earth is all of this happening? And it sounds very human. It sounds very human. because we regularly have this conversation with God. We regularly talk about it. And then you look 3 days ahead and you see the resurrection. You see the new life, the newness, the birth, the rebirth, the tomb being opened, and the hope bursting forth, right? And so Jesus, in the midst of his, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why have you abandoned me? Why aren't you listening? Why aren't you hearing what I have to say? And yet, a few days later, the hope happens. The hope begins. Everything changes. And man, it's just such a beautiful moment and a beautiful thing to think about. And I was thinking about it this morning and thinking about what it looks like and how often we let so much of all of it get in the way of our relationship with Jesus. And so today, just take a minute. I launch these on Saturdays so we can meditate on the scripture. Just go to Psalm 22 and just kind of read through that psalm, even if you get through the first or second verse, and then just let God speak to you through that. But today, it's okay to wrestle with the Father. It's okay to wrestle with his decisions, and it's okay to feel that way. But we also have to know that the end game, the end of it all, is the hope and the freedom of Jesus and what he gives us. Hope, freedom, mercy, grace, kindness, compassion, tenderness, love. Love. Just keep saying love. He loves us more than anything. And sometimes we don't feel that love. Sometimes we feel like that love has abandoned us. But it hasn't. Jesus continues to love us with a love that we can never even begin to fathom. And yet, we question a lot of it, a lot of the time. So today, if you're feeling abandoned, if you're feeling lost, totally fine, totally cool. Feeling misguided, misdirected, feeling like the answers aren't coming, that's totally fine. But just know that the example Jesus set for us was uncertainty at the beginning, and then hope became the victor. Love became the victor. Freedom won. Death is no more. Jesus, the hope of the world. Man, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. Enjoy your day. Enjoy this weekend. Go to church tomorrow. Spend some time with some people who believe what you believe, who embrace the power and the hope of Jesus. And we'll see you guys over the course of the week in our live streams, in our membership. If you want to become a member, if you want to support these videos and this ministry, just go to joindavesband.com. You can get involved there and get access to devotions and Bible studies and worship videos and a whole bunch of stuff that just draws us closer and closer to Jesus. Okay? So, thanks for being here. Get more involved at joindavesband.com. And the hope of the world is walking with you today. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.